Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. I'm the Casual Racing Gamer, and today we're gonna actually analyze a race that I did at Daytona. This is a new race. In my last video, I did a Daytona race, which I actually won. I went over a lot of tips and tricks that I use for racing, but I grinded a little more, and I improved my qualifying time quite a lot. So in the global ranking, I'm actually 741 now. For me, that's insane. Like under 1,000 for me. I don't even know if I've ever been there before, but hitting a 741 to me was a good thing and a bad thing, right? Because, wow, that's great, 741, but that means I'm going to be with a lot faster drivers. So I went into a race, and what do you know? I get put in with a couple of A+ drivers. Can I actually hang with A+ drivers? I don't know. I didn't know. I was there was quite a few in here, and it was a little intimidating. But we're gonna go over my race. We're gonna analyze it. I'm gonna tell you everything that I am thinking during this race in order to get a decent finish. For me, it's not about. I always say it's not about winning. It's not about having the fastest lap time. It's either, depending on where you're starting, it's either at least keeping your position or just moving up a couple places. You have to analyze each race. And the reason why I like doing this, and I feel like I'm good and I can help a lot of you guys out that just might be struggling in races or getting better finishes, because I'm very analytical of everything. I analyze everything. So I can give you every little detail of things that I'm thinking that help me out in a race that I think can help out a lot of other people if they start thinking the same way I'm thinking. Because yes, I'm 741 in the global ranking right now, but when I tell you that I'm not a fast driver, I'm not a fast driver. I don't drive fast. I don't race fast. I'm not a great sim racer. I'm a casual sim racer. I'm still a casual sim racer. I'm very casual. I am not great at what I do. I compare nowhere near the fast guys. I just have learned basic strategies that help me. The biggest thing really is slow in, is fast out. Slow in, fast out. Just keep that in mind. Just get in there slow and get out of there fast, and you will improve. Just from that, you guys will improve. But I thought it was pretty cool that we just actually, I did races in PSVR2. I raced everything in PSVR2 for those that are curious. But we're gonna analyze this race, the replay of it, and I'm gonna tell you everything that's going on, and let's see if I can actually get a good finish against A+ drivers, which I don't know how that would ever be possible, but let's take a look, guys. So here you can see I actually got P4. So I'm starting in P4. We have in P1, we have an A+. P2, we have an A+. P3, we have an A+. I'm stuck in there at P4 with an A. And then right behind me, we have another A+ driver and another A+ driver. So the whole top of the grid here is A+ drivers, except for me. I got thrown in there because I had a really good qualifying time. But obviously, I am not an A+ driver. I am lucky to even be in the company of other A drivers, right? So let's hop into it, starting P4. Again, my goal is to at least finish this race in P4. If I get knocked down to P5, P6, I'm still okay based on the strong drivers in this race. But if I can move up just from a P4 to a P3, that's a great day. I'm not looking to win this race. Not even in my mind when I'm getting in this race is about winning. Winning this race is kind of out of my mind. If it happens, great, but that's not my intention of this race. My intention is to either hang in there, good finish, or just if I can improve a place, that's even a better finish. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, guys. This is a full analyzation of this race. All right, so right now in my head, we're coming to the starting line, right? And my first lap is always to pace the drivers in front of me. Do not try to pass everyone. Do not try to make crazy moves unless someone is just extremely slow and not running good and you can take a quick pass. My whole thing is to establish a good pace, run with the cars in front of me and not pass them. Don't ram them from behind. And my whole thing is to see if we can all pull away from the cars behind us. Turn 1 is always one of the most dangerous turns. So you want to make sure you get in there safely. And this is, again, you want to get out of there as quickly as possible. So as soon as you can turn away out of turn 1, you're going to be much safer and in a much better place. So race is off. I'm obviously going to brake a little early. I don't want to ram anyone in front of me. I'm going to slowly just bring it in. I'm going to roll into turn 1 so I can stop or go as quickly or fast as possible that I can with the drivers in front of me. So obviously I know we have good drivers in front of us, right? They're all A+ drivers. So they're all going to know what they're doing. I'm not looking to pass here. I'm literally just going to drive behind them. I'm going to establish a pace. I'm going to see how they're driving. And my goal is to just stay close enough to them. If they make a mistake, I'm going to be there to take advantage of it. not looking to pass. Again, slowing down early here, gonna roll into it. Just stay behind P3 here. Not looking to pass them, not looking to go side by side. I'm not looking to overtake anybody. First lap, tires getting warmed up. Not looking for any crazy moves. Gonna take it nice and easy on this turn coming into the straight. I'm gonna let them all pull away. I know I'm gonna get in their slipstream. I don't want to get too close to them here because you're gonna carry so much speed into the chicane coming up, and you need to be careful with that. And you want to make sure you have a clear sight coming into the chicane. So I'm not thinking about getting too close to them right now. Looking behind, let's see what we got going behind me here. So we got let's take a look at P5. So this is P5 coming in behind me, and he goes for a move here. And let's actually let's rewind that a little bit here. Let's rewind that because I want to see what happens there where P4 overtakes me. So this is from P5's view as we're coming into the chicane. Again, I'm taking it nice and easy here. I'm not trying to run into the cars in front of me. Is what we see here is he actually comes into me. He comes into me. His car veers off to the left, making contact. Now, is that on purpose? I don't know. He could have been coming in too hot where he just couldn't control the car and he needed to come out to save it. But again, he hit me here, racing incident, whatever you want to call it. I'm okay with it. It's fine. Whatever. He takes me here. Now, a big thing. Now, the right move obviously would him to not hit me, right? Stay outside. Now, a big thing I'm going to tell you guys is when this happens, the first thing in your mind says, when I get to his bumper, I'm going to ram him off the track, right? Guys, don't think like that. Always think clean. Even if someone rams you, don't look for revenge. Don't look to take him out. Just worry about your own race and where you finish. By hitting him or ramming him isn't going to help you. You want to stay clean. You want to be a clean racer. You want to keep your cleanest safety rating that you possibly can keep. So don't go after cars that hit you, whether they hit you intentionally, an accident. You never know if it was intentional or accident anyway. This could have been extremely unintentional. So don't go after cars that hit you. Just stick to your own race, and that's going to be one of the tips I'm going to have for you. So he does overtake me here, and in my head I'm like, okay, you overtook me, you bumped me, that's fine. In P5, we're still on lap 1. We got cars still coming from behind, cars really close to me. You can see actually those other cars though do have he did have a penalty, so he's going to be slowing down. We have P6 behind, very close to me. Distance, again, keeping distance from P4. P6, basically on my bumper here. Coming into a P1, I'm going to try to handle this turn the best I can to get away from P6. I definitely don't want to lose the pack in front of me. Really important to stay with those cars in front if you want to move up places. Now they're running close, so anything can happen right now. P6 still on my tail, so I got to be careful that he's not going to bump me, but I still want to, I can't go through the cars in front of me, right? So you always want to make sure you have a good distance. You don't want to go through the cars in front of you, and hopefully the cars behind you understand that you can only go so far if there's someone in front of you. Coming into this right-hander, a lot of cars go off the road here. I did get a little bump there, but again, I can't go past P4, so I got to slow down. So it's their responsibility to slow down behind me. But that's a big turn where everyone actually overruns, so just be careful over there. Now coming into this straight, I'm trying to pull away the best as I can. The biggest thing is stay with the pack in front of you. Pull away as much as you possibly can from the cars behind you. So now we're going to be in a slipstream. And again, coming in to the chicane, I'm always careful not to be too close to the car in front of me. I always try to leave distance, even if I need to let up on the throttle. I will let up on the throttle. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with pulling back. We have distance from P6. So we're coming in here, taking it easy. Easy and smooth is the way to go when it comes to the chicane. And right over there, you see Jimmy picks up a penalty. So I'm going to pass Jimmy here. So now I kind of I'm like, all right, I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm going to actually get behind his slipstream, try to see if I can get some nice speed to pass him. I'm not going to go side by side with him. That's going to slow me down. So I went behind him to get a nice full slipstream speed in there. I'm going to overtake him. So, he overtook me and I overtook him. Now we have East Soda behind me. He's right on my bumper. He wants my place. I know he wants my place. Tries to dive me here on the inside, and I'm not going to let that happen. So I still keep my position. I was going to battle for it. You ain't going to push me out of the way. I'm going to stick in there. If you're going to try to push me, I'm going to hold my ground. You want to dive in there? I'm going to hold my ground. But, no problem with the attempt. He made an attempt. That's fine. I'm okay with it. We're racing. P3 off the track. So I just took over P3. So there, I just took 2 places there in like a half a little lap right there from the start finish until now. So now I'm taking P3. I want to really keep P1, P and P2 close to me. Pulling away from the cars behind me is what my goal is. Stay with the cars in front of me. Again, don't overtake this turn here. You want to be able to get on that throttle really quick. P2 taking that a little wide, but he's still able to hold his spot. P1 pulling away a nice distance, so I'm not even looking at P1 as a possibility right here to catch him. He's got a nice distance, obviously driving a good race. So to me, I'm not thinking I can catch P1, but I'm thinking we're on lap 3 or 4. P2 makes a little mistake. We can take it. We can definitely take P2 here. So running over the chicane, and unfortunately right there, I think I picked up a penalty. That hurt me. That hurt me a lot. But the thing is, I have so much room with the car behind me that I think I can still hold my position. So in my head, I'm like, that really stinks. I went to the slipstream as much as I can with P2. I slowed down for a little bit, and I was still able to drop a gear down to 5th, keep it strong when I came out of that penalty. So I was able to hold my P3, but P2 got away. He got distance there. I would have been much closer, and I would have been in a good spot to overtake him. But you got to be careful with those penalties. Make sure it was an unfortunate event, but I'm still close enough to P1, and I think I'm actually pulling a little closer to P1 now. Definitely, P2 is right there as well. So any little mistake, we want to stay close enough. Don't overdrive. Be careful. My lap times right now, 2 and 3, 1:47s. So I'm okay with that. I'm usually looking to run a 1 second off lap time for my qualifying time. Usually like 1.5 to 2 seconds is my pace time. I'm not looking to go anywhere near my qualifying time. I'm not looking to be in the 1:46s to race. It's just gonna mess up my race. P2 going way outside there. It's just gonna mess me up when I'm driving, and I'm gonna make mistakes if I'm trying to hit 1:46s. That's just overdriving for me. So I'm okay with my lap times here. I'm okay with taking a P3. We got P4s, nice distance. I gotta still be careful, but I'm feeling pretty good with the distance from him. P2 took a penalty at that last turn coming onto the straight. So now I'm thinking like, I gotta drive good. I gotta stay close enough where I can overtake him when he hits this penalty, that he doesn't keep his place and can stay in front of me to the finish line. So now I'm trying to get in his slipstream. I am trying to get up there as fast as I can, and I'm thinking like, wow, I can get a P2. P4 is not catching me. So it's all about, will I be able to pass P2 when he hits this penalty? And I am right behind him, pulling over because I'm worried about, is he going to try to push me out of the way? He doesn't. We overtake it. I take a P2 finish, and for me, a P2 finish is huge. It's a huge finish against A+ drivers. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thumb it up, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. We out of here. Peace.